Hello and welcome to the Gothic Unicorn. Today we're going to be taking a look inside my now completed witch's cottage. I say completed, but it's never say never. I can't be certain that I won't add to it in the future, but this is where it is at the moment. We'll start our tour in the attic, which I created out of previously wasted roof space by adding an extra floor. Now over here we've got the witch's bed with her cute little skull heart cushion and the candles that I made in my last tutorial. And over to this side, behind my sweet little screen, we've got the crib for her baby, complete with his skull mobile. Descending the ladder from the attic bedroom, we reach the witch's parlour, a room where she can relax and tell fortunes. Now this room, pretty much everything in it I've made myself. I made the little whatnot, the table, the coffin bookcase and the little altar table. The chairs I recovered, they being wooden pieces that were meant for this doll's house when it was a kid's piece. Now I am just going to move the chair out of the way and move that one, and then you can get a better look inside at my little altar corner and my coffin bookcase. My favourite piece in here has to be the fortune telling table with my colour changing crystal ball. Continuing on down the vine and branch railed staircase, we reach the art of any witch's cottage, the kitchen. And this room is a particular favourite of mine because I am really pleased with how the fireplace came out, with its bubbling cauldron and glowing embers. I am really pleased with the many little details that I've added into the kitchen. There's shelves full of interesting potion ingredients, a bone towel rail, and of course some little knick-knacks that every home requires. Most of these I've made myself. Indeed, I made most of the furniture. I bought the kitchen table, the dresser and the basis of the witch's bed. The chairs, they were made mass-produced as well. But everything else has been made with cardboard, glue and a lot of patience. The same goes for most of the small things. Okay, I bought a teapot, a tea kettle and some bowls, and used a couple of other things from my stash like the pumpkin. But most of the details on the dresser, the details upstairs, I've created myself, and I'm really pleased with what I've managed to achieve on a very small budget. You may have noticed a door under the stairs. That, I am told, leads through to other parts of the witch's cottage that she would rather remain private. If you follow the Gothic Unicorn on Facebook, where we originated, you will have seen many of these pieces as the project progressed, as it has been documented there pretty much from the start. But if you haven't, I've pulled a couple of pieces out of the cottage so that you can see in a bit more detail what I've been up to. This is my decorative whatnot for the witch's parlour. It is decorated in the witch's colour scheme of black, gold and cobwebs, and was designed to hold her very own Gothic unicorn, which is a little metal charm that I painted up. There is also a palmistry hand and a lovely book on some kind of plants. Obviously really useful for your average edge witch. From the kitchen, here is the dresser. Originally a plain wooden side table, I added shelves to the back, decorated it in the chosen scheme, and then filled it with all kinds of wonderments that a witch could possibly hope for. Bottles and jars, mushrooms, crystals, candles and plants, and even my tiny little hourglass. Couldn't remember what it was called then, but it's an hourglass. I'm really pleased with the effect of this piece. And if you've been wondering about the height of the furniture, well, that's because my witch is a little bit, and everything has been tailored to her needs. Lastly, a close-up on my fortune telling table with its colour changing crystal ball. The table was really easy to make, more than can be said for the runes that are waiting to be cast upon it. Now, I hope you've enjoyed your look around my witch's cottage, and that you'll consider subscribing and maybe join me over on Facebook, where there are more details of this and many other projects. But for now, it's goodbye, and I'll see you next time.